You know, it rained earlier today,
Yeah, it's supposed to rain later tonight.
so I got to hear some rain smacking against the window. It was like a brief little like downpour. It was like, and then it was all gone. The rain had left, moved on to another portion of the world. But you know what that reminded me of?
The most recent episode of Love Live Sunshine that we watched.
Man, how did you know?
I don't know, man. Just instinct, I guess.
Boy, howdy, you would be correct. Because that's what we're going to talk about today here on Jared Now Watch Love Live Sunshine. My phone will not shut up.
You are popular, sir.
Thanks, Twitter. This is episode number 15.
Yes.
I'm Jared. That's Anladium. She's
Hi.
Al.
I am Al.
And we are here to talk to you about episode 15 or episode 2 of season 2 called The Sound of Rain. Because it's going to rain
A little bit, yeah.
on your wedding day.
Oh my God.
It's a free ride when you've already paid.
Thanks, Alanis Morissette.
Isn't that ironic?
Don't you think?
Don't you think? All right, so we begin this episode, and everyone's just like chilling outside of, I guess the student council or like the director's office.
Yeah, it's the director's office because Mari's big old office.
Mari's having a phone call, and they're all just sitting out there waiting on it. Mari comes out, and she's like, "Sorry, Bellas," and basically she was talking to her dad about getting an extension on the school closure and all that sort of stuff. So she was like, "Well, we can't do anything now, but I talked to him like, hey, what if we got more people? Like, can we have like a time limit of like, hey, if we can meet the certain amount of people you want, which they want 100 students that are prospective, doesn't mean they have to be enrolled, but just prospective students, they need 100." And Mari basically bargains like, hey, what if we meet this by a certain date? Like, would you be open to that? And her dad's like, yeah, okay, sure. You guys have until this date to get 100 prospective students, and if you meet it, they will do an entrance exam. If you don't meet it, school's closed. And all that sort of stuff is back on the table. So I believe at the moment they said they have like 10 right now on the website. But they have a goal now. It's like, hey, we know what we need to do. We can figure out ways to get to 100, doing whatever we need to do. And that is what we will do. We'll get to 100 by any means necessary. That's our new goal.
Yep.
But so once again, we have Love Live coming up, and Chica is having some issues. I guess all the second years are having issues with like their basically their designated roles of like Chica the lyricist, Rico the composer, and Yo the costume designer.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all just like, yeah, we're kind of having some troubles, even though we need to have new songs.
Which, worth mentioning that Chica's notebook is hilarious. Like the whole scene where she's doing the flip book and then like it shows Rico's actual face that looked like the last shot of the flip book was genius.
I like how they're going through, and then she just goes up like, man, this was good. I was up to like 4 a.m. doing this. But they have to get new songs because you can't reuse material from previous Love Lives, and Love Live has to be all
Right.
new original content. So that's the hurdle they're going through. But
Well, and it was funny because I texted you. I'm like, why don't they just other people write the lyrics?
and then like 2 minutes later, it's like, hey, we have what if we do this? So they have like a meeting in the club room, and the third years are like, well, yeah, we also used to do all this stuff. So like, why don't we in the first years team up? We'll do a song, and you guys can go off and do a song. I'll make it like a competition.
Which they also mentioned that like Ruby used to help with the costumes
Yeah.
because Ruby's apparently really good at embroidery.
Hanamaru like brings out this bag, like, look at this bag she did. So that is the plan, is the second years are going to do a song for the open house. The third and first years will do one for Love Live.
Yep.
So everyone splits off and they go and do their own thing. So let's divide these up into groups. Group A will be the second years. Group B will be everyone else. Group B, they have a problem of like, okay, where are we going to go? So initially they decide, hey, let's go to Mari's place.
There's enough space there.
There's enough space there. The problem is Mari is very rich.
Very.
We're not aware yet. But she also has a lot of like treats and snacks and all that sort of stuff. And then everyone's just like, let's just eat snacks. And Ruby's going to watch an animal documentary.
she's like, cute elephant.
And then they all just completely lose track of what they're going to do. So basically they all leave there and they go to Daya and Ruby's house, and
Less
Yoshiko
popcorn.
and Hanamaru complain like, oh, there's no popcorn here. So at the Kurosawa place, they decide to get to work. They're like, okay, who's got ideas for what we should make the song about? Hanamaru comes up and is like, I've got an idea. What about a song about nothingness? Go ahead.
I keep texting you through the show. I'm like, she's so relatable. She is me. Like, I just keep texting you, Zura is me. Because she does these things. I'm like, God, yes.
Like in the last episode when she was trying to do a push-up and it's like, 1, 0.
Yep, that was me.
And Ruby's like, good job.
I was proud of her, too.
So Hanamaru goes into this weird philosophical thing about nothingness, and then Yoshiko joins her. They try to market their song about nothingness, and then everyone else is like, no.
No.
So Mari comes up with an idea. She's like, hey, I got this song. It's been something I've been working on in my own time. Here, I got it on my MP3 player. Let's play it. The song titled Music 01, and the picture is so good.
Oh, it's really good.
It's just her doing a peace sign and just grinning so big.
Yep.
And then she plays it, and it's just like metal.
Yep. And Scuba is like, this makes me want to move my body. And Daya's into it. And then you see the first years. None of them have eyes anymore.
It's like, it's all noise.
They hate it. Just funny because, like, Saint Snow.
Yeah, and also Yoshiko and Mari are in a subunit together that plays, like, more rock-esque type music.
Wait, who is?
Mari and Yoshiko.
Oh, okay. But Yoshiko doesn't...
But that doesn't, like, matter in the canon of the story, so...
Oh, okay.
It's just a little funny thing if you know, like, the subunits. But yeah, like, that plan does not work as well either. And then eventually... things get heated. And Ruby has to contact the first group, who meanwhile are at Chica's place, and they're having a bit of a tough time until Ruby's text comes out. They're like, oh, did you guys finish the song? You guys must have finished if you're contacting us. And then they run in, and there's like this... I think it's
chaos.
Like, yeah, Kanon and Mari are just yelling at Yoshiko and Hanamaru, and just like, it's very bad. So like the second years, and then Daya and Ruby go outside, and they're like, yeah, this is not going well. Like, we're very much realizing that, hey,
we're different.
We're very different. So I think as Daya comes up with the idea of like, let's try and do some like, exercises, getting to know each other. So the first thing they do is, what's the first thing they do? They go outside somewhere. Because it's more like the third years are excited for this. At least Kanon and Mari are excited for it.
Yeah, because they realize they're like, we like to be active and all that, and the first years like to stay inside and read books.
Because the first years go to the library and they're like, yeah, this is real fun. And then the others are like, ugh. I can't remember what the third years wanted to do first.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Shoot. Well, regardless, it's basically... the one group wants to do one thing, the other group doesn't like to do it, and vice versa. And then eventually they go to like a bathhouse, and they're like, oh, here's the way to do it. We'll take a bath, and everyone will be okay with each other. And that kind of works, but not really, because they come outside and it's raining, and there's like, well, that was pointless.
Yeah, and you and I were talking about it. Like, wow, it's amazing that you can do a Hot Springs episode and like it not be grossly sexualized.
Yep.
Yay!
Looking at
How
you,
about
Persona 5.
that?
And every other weird, gross anime.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, for the most part, Tokyo Xanadu did okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is where Ruby got the cute hair,
She did.
and I emulated it.
And it had the greatest like censorship.
Oh, the censorship was hilarious.
Because it's a close up of Hanamaru, and then you just see I believe it's Kanan and Mari stand up behind her, and like obviously they're blocked by Hanamaru's head, and then she just casually takes like a bottle of shampoo and moves it to this other side, and then immediately like Daya stands up right where the bottle is.
Yeah, it was really,
So
really
good.
funny. I loved it.
So yeah, they have the bath, and everyone's like, "Well, that was dumb. If it's raining out now." Hanamaru was like, "Hey, we could go take shelter at this like the shrine I know. Like the people, I know the people who run it. It'll be a-okay." So they go there, and it's real spooky. And once again, they're real bummed about like, "Oh man, we're just different. We don't know how to fix this." Kanan finds a kitty.
Boy, the kitty was cute.
And then like the lights go out in the temple, and then it starts storming, and then also it just starts leaking. So they kind of have to come together and like, okay, we need to make sure this doesn't leak everywhere. Let's get some pots and cups and everywhere so we can fix this leak and make sure it just doesn't get all messy and everything. And then by hook or crook, the leakage starts to make a song.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, this is like, hey, we got it. We got a song now. Somehow we've come together and made a song. So basically, following that, everyone reconvenes and like, Group A's got their song and Group B has their song. But I believe also during this, or unless this was last episode maybe. I think last episode we learned that the open house gets canceled, but I think it gets put back on just so because of they need to meet the student amount.
Yeah.
For prospective students. So that's why they're making a song for the open house, I believe. Unless it's just 2 songs for Love Live, and this wiki is wrong, and I cannot remember from less than 24 hours ago. Could be either way. Who knows?
Yeah, same. I can't remember.
But regardless, they have 2 songs for whatever purpose they want to use them for. And the end of the episode is Mari receiving another phone call.
Yep.
Dun 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 dun.
Da 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 da.
Hashtag third year drama replaced with hashtag Mari's phone drama.
So dramatic.
So let's talk about some trivia real quick.
Let's do it.
The ending credits character was Hanamaru this time.
Yep, I saw that.
And I believe it was like a full performance from Aqua as well. So like she didn't get like the solo act there, but it makes sense that it was like everyone was kind of like had their own thing. Yo and Hanamaru mentioned that Ruby possesses sewing abilities, which was previously seen in most Dengeki G's materials, which is a magazine. And ironically, one of her traits that is previously yet to be seen in the anime. Although she was seen wearing her seemingly handmade outfit with the same bear pattern from Tokyo, the episode.
Oh, right, that outfit.
Mari shows her fondness to industrial metal, which is previously mentioned in her bio. And Yoshiko is seen weakened by Mari's metal music, which is a reversal to her pre-anime debut in several Guilty Kiss songs. So there you go.
I made a joke at one point because there's a question of like who owns the shrine, and she was saying something about like the people don't live there. I was making a joke because they're dead, because it's like they show a giant cemetery thing.
Yeah, it's like, where are the people at? Cut to a cemetery. They're not here.
It was pretty spooky.
Also, the tiny dog from like that cafe makes a reappearance in this episode.
Did it?
Yeah, it was a brief shot.
Oh, okay. I was like, was it the cat? Because I told you
it was
cat.
a doggo. It was a doggo cat. So next time we will be discussing episode number 3 of season 2 called Rainbow. And we're going to get we're going to get quite a few insert songs this episode. One of them being the song that we heard in the Shrine, and the other is the first single that they put out well before the anime.
Oh, okay.
Which they kind of reuse some of the same stuff from that music video, I think, in this episode. But like they basically, I think, try to update it to be with the anime, because there's some stuff that's a little different from that first single. But yeah, two brand new songs. We will find those next time.
I'm excited.
But if you'd like more from us, hey, why don't you head on over to seasonlanimecheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like the Season Anime Checkup and Season Anime Checkup OVA. And you can find columns and reviews on the site as well. Wow. You can go find Ann Ladium. She's at annladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. Wow.
Wow.
And you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/animecheckup. Wow.
Wow.
So next time, we will talk about rainbows.
We will.